Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how you can use one-touch settings on your Yamaha PSR S670, 750 and 950 Ranger keyboards. How this one-touch setting is linked to this OTS Link button and how you can create your own one-touch settings. So stay tuned. Okay, so the first question, what is this one-touch setting? One touch setting lets you play your preset voices on right one, right two, left, and multipad just by pressing one button, but this is in connection with your style, which you've selected here. This one touch setting is slightly different to the registration memory settings here because this registration memory is not linked with your style, whereas this one touch setting is linked with your style. Second question, how we can use one touch setting in connection with a style. In my previous video, I have shown you how you can create your own style. For each style, you can have 4 different variations, which you can see here, A, B, C, and D. And for each of these variations, you can have 4 different one touch settings. Let's take one example. I have selected this style, Hard Rock, which is already a preset style in Yamaha PSR S750 keyboard. This style has got 4 different variations, and what Yamaha has done here, it has provided 4 different one touch settings here for each of the 4 variations. So you can see that the moment I press number 1 here, it will, so right now you can see that my preset instruments here are warm grand piano and clarinet. Now if I press this number 1 here, it will change to rock sax and blue harp. So that is number one touch setting that Yamaha has provided in connection with this variation A. If I go to this variation B and if I press number 2 here, it will change to bright piano and half drive. So what this OTS link button does is it actually links your main variation of that style A with number 1 and your main variation style B with number 2, C with number 3 and D with number 4. So right now you can see I haven't pressed this OTS link button, so it doesn't change automatically. So one touch settings, they don't change automatically based on the settings that I provide here. So if I press this one, I hope you can see now. So if I press this A style, it hasn't moved to from 2 to 1. But if I select this OTS link button, now you can see that it has moved from 2 to 1 because your main variation A here is linked with one touch setting 1. If I change main variation from A to B, your one touch setting will go from 1 to 2. If I move this main variation B to C, then it will move from 2 to 3. And similarly, if I select D, then it will go to number 4. So that's how this OTS link button works, because this is nothing but it's a link between your main variation with one touch settings. Main variation has got A, B, C and D, and one touch settings are 1, 2 and 3, 4, and A is linked with 1, B is linked with 2, C is linked with 3 and 4, and D is linked with 4. So if you press this OTS link, it will change automatically. If you don't press this OTS link, then it won't change automatically. And the third question, how you can create your own one-touch settings, or if you want to change the existing one-touch settings, what you can do. In my previous video, I have already shown you how you can create style. So taking the same example and taking the same style that we created, which was this one, and you can see here that this style we've created was on main variation A. For that, we already have this one touch settings, which are this CP80 and concert strings. Now let's say I want to change this one touch settings from the CP80 concert strings to let's say bright piano and strings. So I'll go to this right one first. I will select bright piano. Right 2, I will select strings. Now you can see, okay, so if I want to link these two instruments, these two voices to one touch setting number 1, what I need to do is I need to press this memory button, and then I need to press this number 1. So this flashing light, you must have seen the light that was flashing here. It actually meant that the voices that I'd selected was being registered. So now if I press this exit, if I go to number 2 and then number 1 again, you'll be able to see. So number 2 is bright piano half dry, and if I go back to number 1, you can see that it's now bright piano and strings. So this is how you can link your voices to one touch settings. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have got any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave those questions or comments in the comment box, and I'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you for watching.